I'm sure most of you know, if you read the angling press, we've mentioned it here on Fisherman's Blues, it's National Fishing Month. There's sessions going on all over the country trying to introduce people to our wonderful world of angling. And someone who's been very busy with it is Paul Forman. He's the owner of Watford Angling Coaches. They've been running sessions. They've got more sessions to go. So to find out what's happened so far and how you can get involved if you'd like to try fishing for the first time or get back into it, here's Paul to tell us more about it now. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Nigel.
How are we doing?
Very well, very well. A little bit jaded after yesterday, but
I was going to say,
recovering.
you had a long day yesterday. Before we go on to what's coming up, just tell us where, when and what happened yesterday as part of National Fishing Month.
Okay, so yesterday, fortunately, we're fortunate enough to be based, our coaching is based on a lake within a location called Cassiobury Farm and Fishery, which is a private collection of farm animals and exotic animals. And they have 5 open days per year, and yesterday being one of those open days. And we run taster sessions and tank talks, etc., as part of National Fishing Month for the attendees of their open days. So it was a good day yesterday.
Fantastic. And whereabouts is it?
It's in Cassiobury Park, which is pretty much the centre of Watford, to be honest with you.
Brilliant. And how many people did you get along yesterday?
Well, in total, the attendees through the gate were probably something in the region of 1,500.
Wow.
Actually, around the lake, on the fishing stations, we took around 55 people for 30 minutes, maximum of 2 people for each coach that we had, so that we can undertake the taster sessions with them. Pleased to report the majority of them caught, which is excellent news.
Fantastic.
Probably the same number, if not more, around the tank talks, just finding out about the monsters of the deep and seeing what lives in those murky waters that all attract them.
And that holds an enduring fascination to kids, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and even just sparks of interest which they take up in the future. The tank talk is a great way of getting to people and just gaining some interest and also some understanding of what attracts us crazy fishermen they may see just sitting on a rainy day beside the bank looking at a float. That's
right. And what do you have in the tanks?
So yesterday we had some perch, roach, crayfish, and a lucky gudgeon that come along. So there was a nice selection of species for them to see. We were also lucky enough at one of the end of the tank talks, one of the guys managed to land a 20-pound plus carp. So for some very young children, we then managed to introduce them to something considerably bigger. So it was a really good event.
It sounds fantastic. And out of interest, I know the important thing is I've not spoken to you before, but other people. The danger is some of these events is like the fair that people go to sort of once a year and don't go again. What do you do to try and get these people? You're giving them the taster session and hopefully you're giving them the fishing bug. But do you take their names and address? Are they put on a database? Are they, is there some way of keeping them involved?
Absolutely. So the information is recorded as part of the National Fishing Month data collection exercise. Obviously, we run coaches from that lake, so there's potential exit strategies there, information on local clubs. At the end of the day, as you say, for a number of people, this is going to be just an experience. But we were seeing an encouraging mix of people, young and old, who are then actually buying in even whip kits that we had on offer there. They're ready to take it on. And so it works. We spark that interest. And hopefully, even if it was 20% are going to return into the sport, then it was a day worth having.
Oh, definitely. And even if the ones, like you say, it's an experience, even if that's all it is, if it's a positive experience, then it helps promote angling, then even that is worth it. But like you say, if 20% of them come back and take up fishing, then that's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if we've got people sort of slightly hooked now who are not anglers, what future sessions have you got that people can come along to?
Okay, so we've got a few more of the taster session on the open days at Cassiobury Farm. So we're running those on August the 13th, 22nd and 27th. They're open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They can find information on that either on the National Fishing Month website or Cassiobury Farm.
How are we spelling it? C-A-S?
C-A-S-S.
Yep.
I-O.
Yep.
B-U-R-Y.
Yep.
Farm.co.uk.
Right.
Or they can come directly to our website, watfordanglingcoaches.co.uk.
Brilliant. And I've got to ask the questions that people listening might be thinking. A, do they have to pay anything for this? B, do they need any tackle or bait?
Okay, so the entrance for the open day is £7 per adult, £5 per child. If they take part in the taster sessions, we're actually trying to raise money for the Angling Participation Fund, so we're requesting a donation of £2.50 per participant to sit with our coach for 30 minutes. Tank talks and general advice, etc., obviously all free. All the bait and tackle supplied, so just bring themselves.
And that £7 and £5 entry fee, that's not just for the fishing, that's entry into the farm, and you've got all sorts of attractions. Tell us a little bit about the farm.
Well, it's an amazing private collection, but it runs from rare farm breeds through to exotic animals. They're going to be meeting wallabies, raccoon dogs, coatis, capybara, through to giant European rabbits, etc.
Last time I saw a capybara was when I was fishing in Argentina. I didn't think you could meet one in Watford.
It's amazing what's available in Watford. So, no, it's a really good day. They also have crazy gull face painting, you name it, loads going on those open days. Really good day out for everyone in a really attractive environment as well.
Sounds fantastic. Sounds brilliant. So we thoroughly recommend people to go along to those, yeah?
Absolutely. Be delighted to see them.
Great stuff. Paul, thank you so much for that. Really enjoyed that chat, and I hope we've inspired some people to take up fishing, or at least to be open-minded and go along and give it a try.
That's fantastic. Thanks for the time, Nigel.
All right.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Speak again.